Hey guys, Justin Conroy, Financial Dad here, and today I want to show you how to calculate your net worth and why tracking it is one of the best ways to keep you on your path towards wealth. If this is your first time here and you want to learn tips, tricks, and hacks related to personal finance, how to build wealth, and how to better manage your money, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a thing. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. So how do you calculate your net worth? Well, let's start with a formula. Net worth is calculated by simply taking the total value of your assets and subtracting the total value of your liabilities. Well, that was easy. I'm just kidding. Let's explain that a little bit more. The biggest thing people get confused with on this formula are the definitions of asset and liability. So what is an asset and what is a liability? Well, I'll be honest with you, there really isn't a strict definition for all of this. For example, depending on who you ask, some folks will tell you that your house is an asset, and others will tell you that it isn't. But my perspective is this. If tomorrow you were to liquidate all of your large possessions, all of your bank accounts, your retirement accounts, your brokerage accounts, you sell all of your cars, you cash out your health savings account, and simultaneously you pay off any of the debts you have, how much money would you be left with? To me, that is your net worth. Now, like most people, I don't bother calculating in the penalties and fees associated with early withdrawals, taxes, and the like because frankly, getting an exact number is not what this is about. This is about getting a metric on where we stand with our money as a whole. So, as a quick example, let's assume that you have a home that you could sell for $250,000, a 401k worth $20,000, a Roth IRA worth $5,000, a health savings account worth $3,000, and a car that you could sell for $15,000, and you've got $5,000 cash in the bank. This means that your assets are worth $298,000, and that's good, but what about the liabilities? What about our debts? Let's assume that you've got a $15,000 credit card bill to pay, a $200,000 mortgage to pay on that house, a $13,000 car loan to pay off, a $10,000 medical bill to pay off. This means that your liabilities total up to $238,000. So all in all, your net worth is $298,000 minus $238,000, which is $60,000. Are you following along so far? How does your net worth stack up? Is it a lot lower than you thought? Because if it is, you aren't alone. Most people that look at this for the first time aren't usually too happy to find out that their net worth is a lot lower than they expected. So with that in mind, let's move on to why tracking net worth is important. I like to make this analogy. You've heard me talk about budgeting in other videos, and hopefully by now you know that tracking your spending is incredibly important in understanding where your money comes from, where it goes, and why you either have or don't have money left over at the end of the month. And for me, I like to think of budgeting as the first order of business when it comes to getting your money in order. But once you get good at budgeting and tracking your spending, saving the extra, paying off your debts, you start to wonder, what else should I be doing with my money? Because unfortunately, saving money isn't going to be enough in the long run. Retiring wealthy is not about saving money so much as it is increasing your net worth. And there's only two ways to increase your net worth after all. You either have to grow your assets or decrease your liabilities. It's as simple as that. So by starting to track your net worth, you start getting faced with these numbers on a regular basis. Personally, I look at this monthly, but admittedly this is a little bit excessive. Most experts say looking at it once per year is sufficient enough, but I personally wouldn't recommend anything less than quarterly reviews because like budgeting, you need to keep your eye on the ball. You need to be reminded of why you're paying off your debts, why you're saving, and why you're investing in more and more assets. It's all about increasing your net worth so that you can retire comfortably and stress-free. And if you aren't paying attention to those numbers on a regular basis, you're most likely forgetting about them, and that is honestly a really dangerous road to take in my opinion. So do you want to know one of the easiest ways to increase your net worth? If so, then be sure to click and watch the video on the screen right now, because it will explain in detail everything you need to know about company matching on 401k contributions and why you should be taking advantage of them if you aren't already. Thanks for watching.